Hey everyone, welcome back. Now today going to be working on another project that I haven't worked on for a while. But before I get to it, I'd like to mention that starting a new project as with the monster truck that I posted a couple weeks ago, haven't exactly been having the best of luck with it. So figured put that to the side for now and actually work on something that I can perhaps get in the works much better. Yeah, get together much better and get something out of the way. So, with that being said, it's involving the AMT race car hauler of the Ford Louisville line LN8000 truck. Now, this one here was part of a project that I built 2 winters ago, back in 2020, I believe, as wanted to make a specialty race team. So I did make a video a while ago of the actual car of it, which was a 58 Edsel gasser, which I still have around somewhere. That is something I still want to work on. But I figured want to get the main truck done. So with that being said, I actually originally got a bunch of the model already taken apart. Got a tray here of the parts. So, got the cab here, which being painted up in a gold and blue two-tone style. Now, for the gold, actually, underneath is the decals of the Pretzel Edsel, which were from the Edsel kit that came out a while ago. But I figured I didn't want to risk ruining the decals and not being able to find new ones. So I'm just going to be experimenting, see if I can just get the top blue off so I can reprime the top half of the truck, repainted the blue color, and then being able just to keep the gold and blue without having to do a whole lot of work. Plus, if anything, it would be nice to paint the inside of the cab, as having it the basic white doesn't exactly look the nicest per se, especially for a custom truck. So I'll put that to the side for now. And then I did get the ramp deck all taken apart, which one of the big things with getting a secondary kit, which is the one I just showed you, as the ramp deck was actually quite warped. And I've thought about trying to bend it back into shape, but isn't exactly the easiest thing to work with. So I was experimenting and decided to looking at cutting out these ramp portions to use for something. Not sure for now, but I'm thinking about maybe turning this into a full flat deck for something, as I still also have the sidings, which unfortunately I'm going to be having to sacrifice the pretzel sticker on for it, but that's just how it goes sometimes. And the paint on here wasn't exactly the best, as might be a bit tired, but a bit hard to tell, but there was quite a lot of blemishes, and the decals didn't quite line up as how they perhaps should have. So there's that. And again, too, other side wasn't really that good as well. Plus, you can see there's quite a bunch of runs in the paint. So definitely going to be keeping some of these parts around for something. Of course, got the ramps that'll get painted up. And here got the tire carrier. This is for the new kit that I haven't got around to painting just yet. So we'll just leave that to the side for now. And here's the backing plate. Quite a bunch of runs in the paint, as the paint was a what was it? It was from a tester spray can of gold metallic. So pretty much decided to scrap most of that. And then here's the tire carrier itself, which doesn't look too bad, even though there's a little bit of uneven coverage in the ravine. But the paint did get quite a bit watery. Of course, have this much mark here, but of course when it was put together, the panel wall actually covered most of it. So yeah, I'll keep that to the side, and then a second set of ramps now. And let's see here. Now here's the tool chest. Now this was actually for the trailer, which I still have somewhere, that I'm going to be looking at putting together, hopefully in the next day or so, as it's a fairly simple build and not too much to it. So yeah. Then of course here we got the glass pieces, which the windshield, when I popped it out, is quite fine. Might need to clean it up quite a bit, as there is a water stain here. But otherwise, the glass is fairly clean and won't need too much work to put that on. Then we got the back windows, actually, which this one here, there was quite a lot of glue residue still on, which I'm thinking I might just leave the window, as when you have the back window up against the cab, you don't actually get a very good view of it. So really, I'm not too concerned over this piece. And of course, here we got the what would be the passenger side window, which right here at this quarter window, there was quite a lot of glue smudges. So I know it could be saved using buffing and sanding, but I got the extra pieces, so I might as well just use those. And got a couple other parts here and there, like got the clearance lights, which are quite a difficult thing to put together properly, but done right, they do look fairly good. But one thing that I forget about these, if they were clear or if I just had them painted orange. But by the looks of it, they would have been molded in orange. So yeah, those. Seeing how 3 of them have held up, just gonna leave those. Of course, got the headlight bezels, which the one here is still fairly clear, whereas this one might need to pop it out, as will likely have to trim the lens just to get a more flush look. So there's that. And of course, the dash. Got the dash pad here, which for the padding, it fish-eyed quite heavily right here. So I'm not exact. So if anything, it'll just be better off just to strip the parts here, and of course repaint some of the parts that didn't actually get proper paint. And of course, this was at a time where didn't really focus using primer, which looking at some of this stuff now would have really helped. And then got the hood here, which has been all taken apart, which is going to get stripped and repainted. So that does mean I'm going to lose the stripes, but I do have other stripes similar to this that I'm going to be using. So that's going to be, so this is definitely going to get some that's going to be repainted, along with the air cleaner. Probably detail this up a little bit more. So there's that. Then got a couple other odds and ends, like got the tires here, which did paint in blue and do the silver lug nuts. These are probably going to get repainted, honestly, as paint has been getting chipped and doesn't exactly look the freshest. So I'll leave those for now. And then let's see what else. The engine here is the engine's likely going to be reused, though of course the paint's going to get stripped off and then repainted. Now, if you're curious about the hole here, what it is when I got the kit, the block side here was actually short-shotted, so it has that big hole there. But I did find with the engine cover, with that over top, it actually just covers everything, and there's no real actual visible sight to see for this. So I know I have replacement engines, but I'm likely not going to. I was thinking about not bothering replacing it, but figured depending on how difficult the paint is to get off the engine, I'll probably just swap the parts from this over to one of my extra parts engines that I have down here. So there's that, and then along with it got quite a bunch of the chrome accessories right here. Got the intake box for the air filter. And of course, radiator, which will probably just end up just repainting the standard black. And got a couple other parts here and there. Now here's the rear paneling for the truck, which got quite a lot of glue residue on it. And of course with the warped, and actually with this, with the warped deck, when you put it on, it actually didn't fit on as nice, as it's actually the rear panel is actually much larger, which I'll actually show you here right now. As I did get it, ideally I probably should have got this shown earlier, but whatever. So I did get got the replacement deck finished, which the paint job on it turned out way better than for the other trailer, and I can just show you how badly the piece was actually warped. Because you see this going straight across, but it bows over really badly. And then with that, the panel, it's the same size, but it fits nice and flush, and sticks out very minimally. Whereas with this, it went a little bit over the edges. Now, admittedly, there isn't the sidewall right here, but of course it didn't actually fit properly, so the deck wasn't exactly sitting properly with the car on it. So I'm glad I was able to get this rebuilt. And then it's just going to be a case, and probably one of the next episodes I do of this, going to be taking the decals from the new kit, applying those on, and then detailing up the accessories on the deck itself. So, looking forward to seeing how that goes. And of course, got the chassis here, which overall is in fairly good shape. Now there's some cross members that will have to that'll probably get re-glued, but overall it's not the worst condition ever. So really, it's going to be a case just get the missing tires glued on, and so on and so forth. So I'm hoping this. So if I get some work on this in the next day or so, it can have enough to show what's been going on and get on to the other car. So yeah, so there's pretty much all this stuff going on. So that's a little bit where I currently sit right now on this. So yeah, and I think that pretty much covered all there is to it. So with that being said, probably be it for this video. So yeah, get things together, sort it out, have more content coming out. So yeah, so I'll get more stuff done on this and to share around. So yeah, with that being said, I think that'll be it for this video. So see you next time.